What's up, guys? This is Mr. Quack. So, today I prepared TOEFL vocabulary lectures. When it comes to TOEFL, vocabularies are very important to enhance your score, such as for reading or listenings, or speaking or writing as well. So, today I prepared three essential vocabularies. So, those are three essential vocabularies that we are going to learn. Before hearing my explanation, when you look at it, can you guess the meaning? I will give you 20 seconds, and why don't you think about it first? Okay, guys, the first word is arduous. Arduous. What is the meaning of the arduous? Arduous means very hard to do something, hard to accomplish or achieve. So there is an example sentences such as arduous training and arduous task years. And let's talk about the synonyms of arduous. I'm gonna write down here with the navy color. It's already written the easy synonyms or burdensome. Strenuous. Excuse me. Or rough. Or stiff. Or rigorous. Well, I think if you think about in a different class situation, such as mathematics, it could be much easier to memorize the meaning of adjacent. So let's think about a mathematics class. So at the geometry class, I think you have heard about adjacent angles. So for example, from the picture, like a angle 1, excuse me, angle 1 is adjacent of angle 2. So the synonym could be nearby, or the easy one, close, or neighboring, excuse me, neighboring, or fringing. Fringing is a adjective, and we might have heard about the name of the soap opera Fringe. We can think about, we can imagine like a really easy example, and then a little bit more a little bit more difficult example could be juxtaposed. So let's move on to the next vocabulary. Allocate. 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 What is the meaning of allocate? The meaning of allocate is a kind of, if there is something, if there is a stuff, we can allocate into specific department. So allocate tasks among human and automated components, such as distribute, or allocate a section of the building for special, research purposes. Designate. So both of them could be synonyms. To understand easier, let's imagine like some, sentences or some pictures. I think you might have heard about this sentence before, allocating your income for success. What about this image? Our parents always talk to us, hey guys, you have to allocate your time to make a success. What about this image? This image is also related to allocate. It's a verb. However, we can also think about it like this way. All the things are resources. So we can say resources, resources, eraser, allocation. Or from the picture, we can also say we are doing work allocation in our office. So in this case, it's a little bit also important. So allocate is a verb, but such as a work allocation, in that case, it's a noun. So we should know that. Guys, so let's talk about the synonyms of the word allocate. As we slightly talked about it, I'm gonna write here, designate, allot, or a portion, or the easy one, distribute. So mainly from the reading passage, the word allocate would be shaded. And then they're gonna ask us, what is the synonym of allocate? Then we can choose one of those vocabularies. So far we talked about the, 3 vocabularies of the TOEFL test preparation, specifically reading section. So we talked about the meaning and the synonyms, but the more important thing is you have to analyze yourself, evaluate yourself by taking a quiz. So I will give you 1 minute and then please solve 3 questions. After pausing the video, please. So assuming that you guys already solved all of the quiz questions, let's move on to number 1. Money from the sale of the house was allocated to each of the children. Or we need to determine the best way to allocate our resources. So we can find a synonym. What is it? C is the answer. Arduous is a hard. Heartily is an adverb. Allocate was a verb. Intrigue. Intrigue means a kind of interest, feeling interest. So A is not correct. Let's move on to question 2. People moved to adjacent land with a higher elevation, in case there was a tsunami after the earthquake. Adjacent. What was it? Nearby. Close. juxtaposed, and then neighboring. Let's move on to the final question. It was not too arduous. I'm sorry about it. It was not too arduous task for a Monday morning. So the synonym of the arduous could be like a hard to do something. So the answer could be burdensome. Confine is the verb of restriction. Ardor is a different meaning, even though it looks similar. Designate is the synonym of a lot. So that's it. So guys, please review 3 vocabularies by yourself, and let's meet at the next lecture. Thank you very much.